They were unselfish, but what impressed me most was their defense. Their defense on the ball, their defense in help side, which has been one of their weaknesses over the last couple of years. Yes, they can get up and down the floor and score, but when you play better competition, can they stop you? And Teaneck features one of the top players in Jaquay James in the tri-state area, and they shut him down. Charles Fields with good help side defense. You know, they did a great job. So it was a huge team effort in that big win on Saturday. See if that rolls over into tonight.
All right, we're going to take a break as the teams are finished their warm-ups. Once again, you can watch this game live. Go to Facebook and look up Coast Sports Today. Matt Ulmer's video feed will show live at Coast Sports Today on Facebook. And, of course, this is Middle Township and Wildwood Catholic in what is always a tremendous matchup. If the game is not sold out yet, it's awfully close to being so. It is absolutely mobbed in here. They are just about at capacity here at Middle Township. And actually, we're going to keep it here through the starting lineups. Wildwood Catholic, coached by Dave DeWeese. They're going to wear the away blues trimmed in white and black. And starting at the forward positions for Wildwood Catholic will be sophomore Jaleel White, sophomore Taj Thweet. Caleb Fields will play a guard position. He's a senior. Matt Cap is always the third forward. He's a senior. And Charles Fields, Caleb's half-brother, will also start in the backcourt for Wildwood Catholic. And they've got some kind of light show going on here for Middle Township, buddy, for their starting lineup. So this will be awfully interesting here. Middle wearing the home whites trimmed in black and orange. They are coached by Anthony Farmer. He is in his second season. Farmer, of course, was a star at St. Augustine Prep and later played for 4 years and did very well at Rutgers. And, buddy, if you ever come into a Middle Township practice, trust me, he can still play.
Yeah, absolutely. And he is this intense.
The lights have dimmed.
Wow.
They're not even dim, they're off. They have a spotlight going and some other strobe lights in the corner. This is almost like a Wells Fargo Center introduction for the Middle Township High School boys basketball team at their home opener. So, as
very interesting as we sit here in the dark.
Junior A.J. Baez, the first to come out. Cameron Hamer also in the starting lineup. We're a little slow on this because there was a late change that we weren't aware of, so we don't want to give you the wrong kids. Max Selby, who led them in scoring, he had a career-high 28 against Absegami on Friday night in the win. Coley Holton will start as a forward position. And, of course, number 0, Jalen Freeman, will also start in the backcourt for Middle Township. We are going to take a quick 1-minute timeout as they get set to play the national anthem. And we'll be back right after this on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Hey, Adam, make it 2 minutes instead, please. 2 minutes. Thank you.
What so proudly
right, we are back at Middle Township High School, a sold-out Middle Township High School. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotten, and it is the Panthers of Middle against the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic. We're going to have to get that young man's name, buddy, who just sung the national anthem for Middle. That was brilliant.
I believe it was Thomas Jefferson.
Wow. And this is a more modern Thomas Jefferson. There were no smelling salts used
absolutely.
to dig him up. But that was some rendition. All right, so Taj Sweet for Wildwood Catholic will jump it up. Middle Township just walking out of the huddle. I would imagine it would be Coley Holton. He's their best leaper and tallest player. Three-man officiating crew for this game. It is Dan Stefankowitz, Frank Bazil, and Dan Bradley. And it will be Coley Holton. If you are watching on video on the Facebook page, Co Sports Today, Middle Township, the home team, will be moving from right to left across your computer screen or phone, or if you have one of those smart TVs, or if you're Matt Ulmer and you have 6 smart TVs, they're going from right to left. Dan Stefankowitz bounces it once, tosses it in the air, and Middle Township controls the tip. I almost said steals the tip. That would have been appropriate. Baez hands off to Selby. Selby drives, pulls up. His shot might have been partially blocked. The rebound is brought down by Matt Capizzoli of Wildwood Catholic. Jaleel White brings it up. Hands off to Caleb Fields, the Bowling Green bound 6'1" senior combination guard. Swings it over to his half-brother Charles Fields. Down the lane, floater, off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Coley Holton for Middle. Here's Jalen Freeman, and he is fouled in between the two circles.
I believe that they're going to call that on Charles Fields. That's going to be the first personal foul on Charles, first team foul against Wildwood Catholic.
Here's Holton in the corner. Freeman with the basketball for Middle Township. Wildwood Catholic in man-to-man. Baez hands off to Selby. Selby goes back to Holton. Holton on the floor, takes it to the elbow, flips it back out to Freeman. No score, 7 minutes to go first quarter. Freeman down the lane, jump stop, taken right out of his hands by Jaleel White. Caleb Fields lobs it up to Charles Fields. The finger roll was short. Taj Sweet the rebound, and he comes down out of bounds. The Middle Township will have it. By the way, Middle Township has opened up a 13-point lead in the girls' game in North Wildwood. They lead 37-24 at last report, late third quarter. And now we have a whistle and a delay. There was a little bit of a uniform issue with Jalen Freeman, and now we're ready to go. Wildwood Catholic showing some token man-to-man full court pressure. Now they kind of back off as Freeman pounds the right-hand dribble and brings it up across the division line. Flips to Holton, back to Freeman, driving, stopping, popping, no good. Rebound batted around, taken by Matt Capizzoli. Here's Caleb Fields, up across the division line. Behind the back dribble, through the legs dribble. Couple of crossovers. Now goes right side to Matt Capizzoli in front of the middle bench. Capizzoli, top of the lane to Charles Fields now in between the circles. Hands off to Caleb. Caleb turns, goes toward the baseline, bounces back to Charles. Floater is good. Got the friendly roll.
Nice little
first basket of the game comes with 6:05 to go in the first quarter.
Nice little give and go there between the two Fields brothers, and Charles finishes it off.
Hamer hands off to Selby. Selby down the lane, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. I think they're going to get Jaleel White for a reach-in foul. And this will be Max Selby, transferred from Vineland last year. Had to sit out 30 days. Then was injured. Didn't really get much out of his junior year, but he had a big opener against Absegami And they're hoping for big things out of him tonight. He misses this season, I should say, and he misses the first free throw.
And that foul was whistled on Jaheel White, the 6'4" sophomore for Wildwood Catholic. His first, team's second.
Second free throw on the way by Selby, and that one's good. Middle showing some pressure here. White trying to dribble through it, flips it back to Caleb Fields. Back to White. White on the floor. Oh, lobs a dangerous pass that's stolen away by Coley Holton. Holton down the lane, off the glass, no good. Tried to get his own rebound, kept it alive long enough for Caleb Fields to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, it really was
and
not
Middle
good.
will have it.
Coley Holton that time should have pulled it out. He literally took it like a 1-on-2 through the heart of that Crusader defense. Middle fortunate to get the ball back.
Freeman for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound on the weak side by Hamer, but he missed a wide open layup. And Taj Sweet, the rebound for the Crusaders. 2-1, Wildwood Catholic the lead in the ball. 5:20 to go first quarter. Caleb Fields lost the dribble, got it back to Jaleel White, picked up by Max Selby. White, crossover dribble, in the post to Taj Sweet, layup, no good. Rebound Selby. Selby pushing. Selby to the basket, layup, no good, but a foul. And he'll go to the line for two shots.
And they're going to get White for his second personal foul. 5:04 to play here in the opening quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top, 2-1. White picks up his second, third team foul. See, Coach Dave DeWeese will go to his bench and get White out of the game. Jacob Hopping is sitting there at the scorer's table.
First free throw by Selby is good.
Tell you one thing, Brian, Max Selby showed some explosiveness.
Yes, he did.
And pushing that ball down the floor on the dribble and creating that opportunity.
He's 1 for 2 at the line as he missed the second. So we're tied at 2 inside 5 minutes to play first quarter. Sold out Panther Den here in Cape May Courthouse. Hopping, as Buddy said, just checked in. He has the basketball. Goes to Charles Fields. Down the lane, layup is good.
Wow. Charles Fields with a big-time move. He left Jalen Freeman in his sneaks at the foul line and went in uncontested on that crossover.
Baez with it. Hands off to Holton. Holton lost the dribble in a bad spot. Flipped it over to Jalen Freeman, and now Middle Township wants a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Catholic up 4-2. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. All right, back in Middle Township, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbont. Wildwood Catholic a 4-2 lead midway through the first quarter. Middle Township has the ball out of the timeout. Here's Freeman. Bounces over to Baez as they spread the floor. Baez just carried the basketball.
That's going to be the second turnover against Middle Township. And Brian, I was just ready to say, I think Coach Anthony Farmer's got to be happy right now with the pace of this game. You know, Middle Township being very deliberate, controlling the tempo. And if they can do that, keep the score in the 40s and the 50s, it gives them a better shot.
Charles Fields into the lane. Floater's no good. Rebound is loose. Loose on the floor, picked up by Wildwood Catholic. And Charles Fields is fouled by Coley Holton, and he'll go to the line for two shots. Zen Tahira into the game for Middle Township, and he is an exchange student from New Zealand. Anthony Farmer was very pleased to add him to the program. Said before the season he was a kid who really knew how to play and wouldn't hurt you. He said definitely a nice depth piece.
And I'd say Middle Township has had some success with players from New Zealand.
Yes.
Dating all the way back to Ree Thompson, who then was a long time coach here with Tommy Fracco. But Ree played and graduated in '79. He was a hell of a player.
Blaine Rossell checked in for Wildwood Catholic as well. Second free throw was good by Charles Fields after he missed the first. It's 5-2 Wildwood Catholic. Freeman down the lane to the basket, rejected by Thweet. Here comes Wildwood Catholic. Caleb Fields to the basket, got it in a foul.
Wow, that was again a big time move there. And again, that was triggered off their defense, Brian. Taz Thweet with the big block on Jalen Freeman. Drove through the heart of that Crusader defense and good help side.
Free throw is good. It's 8-2 Wildwood Catholic. Middle still doesn't have a field goal. Here's Selby, got it to Tahira. Back to Selby, that shot is blocked by Taj Thweet. Here comes Rossell, the transfer from St. Augustine. Got it to Caleb Fields, top of the key, left side to Jacob Hopping. Hopping into the paint, ball is stripped, and here comes Selby on the run. Selby to the basket, fall away, that's rejected by Taj Thweet. And well, something's got to go on. I don't know if all three officials missed that, but Taj Thweet really could have been given a technical foul for taunting after that block shot. And Dave DeWeese grabbed him.
Yes, he did.
And said, knock it off.
That's the third block shot here in the first quarter by Thweet.
Freeman having some trouble getting it in, and it's stolen away. That was tipped away and stolen by Thweet into the hands of Charles Fields. Hopping for three, bang!
And I think Middle Township needs a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. Wildwood Catholic 11, Middle 2. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Yes. All right, back in Middle Township, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 11-2, Wildwood Catholic on top here in the first quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Lucky Bones in Cape May, the warmth of a hometown atmosphere, great food with great friends, and ice-cold craft beer. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Reef Family Pharmacy, a full-service pharmacy located at 804 Route 9 South in Cape May Courthouse. They've been serving the local community since 2009, and they support all of the athletes in tonight's matchup.
And Wildwood Catholic, Brian, right now on a 9-0 run. This game was tied at 2, and when it was 4-2, I said the pace was in Middle Township's favor, and just like that, like a flip of a switch, Wildwood Catholic revved it up.
Tahira to the basket, and he just got Middle's first field goal. With 2:54 to go in the first quarter. That was a much-needed bucket for Middle. Hopping another three. Bang!
That was Roussel.
Check that. That's Roussel. You're right. They bring Roussel off the bench, and he knocks down the three. And here's the ball stolen away by Caleb Fields. The layup is good.
And I'll tell you what, Max Selby was guilty of not going hard for that ball.
Yeah, the ball was knocked into the backcourt by Middle. Would have been a backcourt violation that Selby needed to go take, and instead Caleb Fields came in and got the basketball. Deshaun White, a freshman from Middle, into the game. Coley Holton off a nice feed from White, or from Lopez, is fouled in the paint, and he'll go to the line for two.
That last basket by Wildwood Catholic, pure hustle play on Caleb Fields, but there is no excuse. Max Selby, it doesn't matter if it's going to be a turnover. Touch the basketball. You can't give up on it and allow that.
Holton's free throw is no good, and here's the thing with Middle. You're getting some opportunities at the line and not converting. 16-4, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Yeah, Middle Township 2 of 5 from the line. Caleb Fields picked up his first, team's fourth.
Second one by Holton is good. 16-5 now as Charles Fields brings it up for the Crusaders. Hands off to Caleb in between the two circles. Picked up by Freeman. Takes the ball to the right wing, still holding the dribble. Comes out to Rossell, swung left corner, or left wing to Charles Fields. Jump hook in the lane now by Taj Sweet. That's unguardable.
Absolutely.
By anyone on Middle anyway, just because of Sweet's size advantage. And it's 18-5 Wildwood Catholic. Freeman nearly lost the dribble. Got it in the corner to Tahira. Oh, great pass from Selby. Bounce pass into the lane and found Holton for the layup.
And that time a breakdown on the Wildwood Catholic defense in the back. And Middle Township did a great job. Holton recognized and cuts to the basket. And as you said, wide open. And his teammate found him for the layup.
Charles Fields with it. Spinning at the left box, no good. Tracks down his own rebound in the corner. Jacob hopping to the basket. Off the back iron, no good. Tahira the rebound for Middle. Got it to Jalen Freeman. That's an offensive foul, yep. Taj Sweet was there at the left elbow, and Freeman barreled right into him.
It's out of control that time, and as you said, Sweet had established his defensive position. That's going to be the first personal foul on the junior guard. Freeman for Middle Township, third team foul. And Jalen Freeman is gone. He has yet to score in this first quarter. A little frustration could be setting in. Then you pick up that offensive foul.
Here's Caleb Fields working against Jalen Freeman. Jalen Freeman can flat out guard people.
Absolutely.
He really made it difficult and almost turned Fields over.
Absolutely.
Wildwood Catholic with it with 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Possession arrow in their favor, and they may want to take the last shot here. As Hopping holds the dribble, picked up by Lopez. Hopping, stripped. Here comes Max Selby. And he rises and lays it in. 18-9, 5 seconds to go. Here's a three ball by Charles Fields. Got it at the buzzer. Not known for his three-point shooting, but he rattled it home. And Wildwood Catholic leads after one quarter, 21-9. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Yo, Doc.
All right, Chuck. What's up, man? How you? All right, what up?
Hey.
All right, back at Middle Township High School, Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbong. Live video feed on the Facebook page at Coast Sports Today. And, of course, we are live on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the Coast brought to you by the Mad Batter Restaurant at the Carroll Villa Hotel. Cape May's tradition for over 40 years. Open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Mad Batter at 19 Jackson Street. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. Follow them on Facebook. 21-9, Wildwood Catholic on top as we start the second quarter.
And Brian,
8 points for Charles Fields in that first period for Wildwood Catholic.
Wildwood Catholic shot 8 for 14 from the floor. They were 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
And we're going to have a foul off the missed layup by Charles Fields. Taj Sweet over the back, and that's going to give Middle Township the basketball.
And that's going to be the first personal foul on Taj Sweet, the 6'7" sophomore center, his first, team's fifth.
Jalen Freeman, the basketball for Middle Township, just inside the division line, over by the the Catholic bench. Now gets into the top of the lane, got it stripped, and then stripped again, and then out of bounds. And Middle will have it.
And right here, again, Jalen Freeman yet to score in this basketball game. 21-9, 7:30 to go, second quarter, Wildwood Catholic on top.
They inbounded all the way in the back. It's going to be an illegal screen. That's a good call there on Deshaun Lopez. They lobbed it into the backcourt, and Lopez moved his body into a Wildwood Catholic player trying to make a play on the ball. That's a pretty easy call for the official.
And that is going to be the first personal foul on the freshman, Lopez. Fourth team foul against Middle Township.
Rossell in the backcourt. Lobbed it ahead to Hopping. Hopping pushing now. Got it over to Charles Fields. Rejected by Holton. Rebound comes down to Hopping. Holton takes it right out of his hands. Lobs it. Oh, and threw it away. I think Max Selby could have leaped and gotten that basketball, but I think he thought that the pass was thrown for someone behind him and let it go. And then it bounces harmlessly on the floor and then into the third row of the stands, so that's a turnover. Wildwood Catholic to inbound. Hopping on the right wing. Back out to Rossell. Rossell goes to Caleb Fields. Top of the key, left side. Hopping, a deep three. Ooh, spun in and out. That ball went halfway down before it came out. Here's Max Selby running for Middle Township. Selby shovels it across to Zen Tahira, who hands off to Holton, misses his jump hook. Rebound brought down by Charles Fields. Outletted to Caleb. Caleb to the basket. Layup is no good. Followed up by Rossell, no good. Capizoli the rebound, and then his pass is stolen by Selby. His outlet stolen by Hopping. Down low to Caleb Fields, missed the layup. Here comes Freeman for Middle. Freeman down the lane, no good but a foul, and he'll get 2 shots.
Well, I'll tell you right now, play has gotten very sloppy to start this second quarter on both ends. Both teams are very out of sync and missing, at each end, they're missing easy shots. Capizoli picks up his first, team sixth.
Freeman to the line. He doesn't have a point yet. That free throw is good. Middle just 3 field goals to this point. They trail at 21-10. Cameron Hamer checks back in for Middle.
Middle Township is very out of sync on the offensive end of the floor. And obviously you got to credit the Wildwood Catholic defense. But Middle Township is having a hard time finding any fluid motion in their offense.
Freeman makes both. It's 21-11. Here's Rossell up the left wing, trying to go around Tahira. Tahira recovers nicely. Now it's back to Charles Fields, picked up by Cameron Hamer. Here's Charles Fields. Bounces to Caleb Fields, and we have a foul with the body. Holton got the block clean up top, but fouled him with the body. And actually, I think they may call this on Freeman. They are going to call it on Freeman.
That's exactly what they did. They called it on Jalen Freeman. His second personal foul. fifth team foul.
Caleb Fields to the line.
See what Coach Anthony Farmer does for Middle Township, Brian. How long he lets Freeman play with those two personal fouls.
The interesting thing about this game, buddy, and I'm not saying this to be critical, this is just the reality of high school basketball in late 2017. The amount of transfers that are playing in this game for both teams. Fields makes both free throws. You have numerous transfers for both teams. Wildwood Catholic leading at 23-11, 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Catholic in a 2-3 zone here. Hamer holds, hands off to Tahira. And he traveled, drug his pivot foot as he faked the pass.
And that is going to be the seventh turnover against Middle Township. Yeah, and as you say that, right here at this time, before that last substitution, Wildwood Catholic had Blaine Rasul on the floor, who transferred from St. Augustine Prep, and Jacob Hopping, who has transferred from Holy Spirit. That's just on the Wildwood Catholic side, who was actually on the floor at that time.
Here's Sweet in the corner. Got it down to Capozzoli. Charles Fields goes to McGonigal, who checked in for the first time. Now Taj Sweet for three, and he knocks it down. He's got 5 points, and he's been a force on the defensive end for Wildwood Catholic. Freeman for three. That's not really a good shot. And Sweet rebounds. And Wildwood Catholic up comfortably at this point, 26-11 with 5:10 to go, second quarter. Charles Fields left side. Lost the dribble, got it back to McGonigal. In the corner to Thweet. Thweet to McGonigal. McGonigal back out to Hopping. Hopping bounces to McGonigal. McGonigal for three. That's off the iron, no good. Tipped up and in by Taj Thweet.
Wow, nobody on Middle Township had any idea where Thweet was. Thweet taking full advantage. One in uncontested for that putback. 28-11, 4:30 to play here in the second quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top.
Here's Tahira in the corner, fakes a three. Taj Sweet bit on that and ends up banging into Tahira, and there's a foul.
And that's going to be the second personal foul on the 6'7" sophomore. Seventh team foul.
That's going to send Tahira to the line, buddy.
Yes, it is, for a 1-and-1.
By the way, we have a final, the girls' game between these two schools. And Middle Township has taken a step toward first place in the Cape Atlantic National Conference on the girls' side with a 52-44 win over at Wildwood Catholic. And Middle had opened up a lead as large as 13 points in the third quarter in that one. Tahira's free throw is no good.
And Middle continues to struggle at the foul line.
Greg Carroll in the corner now as Wildwood Catholic going very deep into its bench here. Here's McGonigal down the lane, tried to shovel it to Capozzoli. It was tipped away. Capozzoli now for three, bang!
Why not? That's the
fourth three-pointer of the half for Wildwood Catholic.
That's the fifth three-pointer by 5 different players. Roussel's hit one, Capozzoli, Hopping, Fields, and Thweet. Charles Fields.
Shot up by Middle is no good, and here comes Jacob Hopping.
And between Capozzoli and Taj Sweet, Brian, they're just dominating the boards.
Wildwood Catholic is going to call a timeout. Leading at 31-11, 3:27 to go. Second quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. All right, back at Middle Township, Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot, 31-11. The Wildwood Catholic Crusaders lead Middle Township High School basketball on the coast. Brought to you by Sound Advice and Video, the local source for all of your audio and video needs. Sound Advice, 333 96th Street in Stone Harbor, or log on to visitsoundadvice.com. Wildwood Catholic with the ball, leading by 20 here in the second quarter. Matt Capizoli left side, swung right side now to Caleb Fields. Fields for three. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Carroll. And Wildwood Catholic another possession. Capizoli spinning in the lane, double teamed, kicks it out. Hopping fakes a three, gets to the left, to the right elbow. Shot up is no good, and they're going to get Matt Capizoli over the back of Coley Holton. And Coley Holton will walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
And that foul is going to be the second personal on the 6'4" senior, Matt Capizoli. 8th team foul against Wildwood Catholic. And as Brian said, Coley Holton will walk the length of the floor and he will shoot a 1-and-1. Middle Township 5 of 9 from the free throw line.
That free throw is good by Holton. He's 2 for 3. He has 4 points. And, you know, Wildwood Catholic didn't score its first field goal of the game until there was 2:54 to go in the first quarter. And now with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, they don't have a field goal in this period yet.
Middle Township.
Excuse me, yes. So 31-13, Holton makes both free throws. Here comes McGonigal for Wildwood Catholic. Goes in the corner to Hopping, back to Capizoli. Capizoli down low to McGonigal, and he is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2.
And Brian, as you had said, Wildwood Catholic has gone deep into their bench as they bring in Jake McGonigal, a 6' junior guard, and Greg Carroll, a 6'1" senior guard.
Free throws no good. Charles Fields checking back in for Wildwood Catholic. A.J. Baez is back on the floor as well for Middle Township. 31-13, 2:46 to go second quarter. Wildwood Catholic in control here. McGonigal's second free throw is also no good. Rebound, Charles Fields. His putback is no good. Holton clears the rebound for Middle Township. Baez pushing for the Panthers. Goes to Selby in the corner. Hamer for 3. That's no good. And the rebound's brought down by Caleb Fields of Wildwood Catholic.
Just Wildwood Catholic here in this first half is just dominating every aspect of this.
Great pass from Caleb Fields down to Carroll, but it's blocked by Holton. But Holton was still considered out of bounds when he grabbed that ball. And it'll go back to Wildwood Catholic.
Greg Carroll needed a little pump fake there. A pump fake. Holton was up in the air, but you know what? Coley Holton did a great job. That's his second block shot here in the first half.
Taj Sweet into the game for Middle. There's a pass down low to Caleb Fields. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 now. It's the 7th team foul against Middle Township.
A.J. Baez, his first, team 7th. Junior whistled for that foul.
And Carroll checks back in for Thweet. Free throw goes in and out by Caleb Fields. And here comes Middle. Max Selby with the basketball. In the corner, too hot to handle for Cameron Hamer, and it goes out of bounds.
And that's going to be the 8th turnover against the Middle Township Panthers. 2:05 to play here in the first half. Wildwood Catholic on top, 31-13. And the Crusaders with the basketball.
McGonigal on the left wing, on the floor against Baez. Hands off to Caleb Fields. Right elbow jumper. Wow, rattled it home. I don't know if that was the greatest shot, but it went in.
Absolutely. It didn't look pretty, but he ended up putting it down.
Freeman goes to Selby for Middle Township. Selby, foul line area. Good jump stop. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound Charles Fields. And he is fouled. And he'll walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
And I believe that foul is going to be on number 11, Max Selby. Selby's going to pick up his first, 8th team foul. And as Brian said, Charles Fields will walk down, and now he will shoot a 1-and-1.
No good on the free throw. Here's Jalen Freeman driving, and he is fouled by McGonigal. And McGonigal on the blocking foul. That'll send Jalen Freeman to the line for a 1-and-1.
Jake,
so not a lot of flow over the last minute or so.
No, it's very, very quiet in this gymnasium right now for a sold-out inter-county rivalry game. And as you said, McGonigal, he picks up his first, team's 9th.
Freeman's free throw is good. He'll get another. He has 3 points, all at the line. Middle Township, again, has yet to score a field goal in this second quarter. They trail at 33-14. Second free throw is no good. And we're going to have a lane violation, though, on Rossell, who came in from above the top of the key too early. When you come in from outside a marked lane space, you have to wait until the ball hits the rim. In all levels of basketball, even the NBA, even though it's never called at that level. Freeman misses anyway, and the rebound's brought down by Jaleel White. Here's Caleb Fields. Right side to Jaleel White. Driving baseline. Going to have an offensive foul on an illegal screen, I think. Yeah, this is going to go against Blaine Rossell.
And Rossell, his first. It's going to be the 10th team foul. 1:15 to play here in the second quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top of Middle Township. 33-14.
And here's Baez. Goes to Selby. Back to Baez. Wildwood Catholic is in zone now. They've been switching back and forth between man and zone. Baez lost the dribble, got it to Selby. Selby flips it over to Freeman. Freeman back to Selby. Selby fakes a three, drives, was stripped going up by White, throws up the shot anyway, and White the rebound for Wildwood Catholic. 40 seconds to go in the half, and Wildwood Catholic with possession. And here's Jaleel White. White holding against Max Selby. Puts it on the floor, drives to the basket, the layup is good.
And absolutely no help side defense at all.
White strips a middle player. We'll go back the other way. They lob it to Charles Fields, no good. Hopping the rebound, brings it out. Great pass down low to Fields, rejected, but that's going to be goaltending. Coley Holton got that one after it hit the backboard. So Charles scored the basket for Charles Fields. Good call by the center official, Dan Bradley, on that one. Just 0.7 of a second left. Freeman chucks from half court, and it's short. And at the half, it was almost all Wildwood Catholic. They lead it over middle, 37-14. We'll take this 3-minute timeout. Back with the halftime report right after this on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. Baez, Selby, and Freeman for middle. Capozzoli, Thweet, White, and the two Fields brothers for Wildwood Catholic.
Nobody is really in foul trouble for the Panthers. Jalen Freeman and Zen Tahira have 2 each. For the Crusaders, Jaleel White, Ty Thweet, and Matt Capozzoli have 2 each.
37-14, Wildwood Catholic on top, middle with the basketball. Here's Baez, top of the key. Swings it over to Selby, now in the corner to Holton. Holton driving, stops, kicks. Hamer into the lane. He kicks. Freeman for three. That's short. That was really the first wide open look that Middle's gotten the entire game. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of Middle. And give Middle credit there. Showed good patience on offense to work around and get that wide open three. Just didn't go down.
Well, you're not going to get 23 points back on one possession.
Right.
So they got to be patient offensively and continue to work on the little things to try and improve.
Capizoli to the basket, stripped, but it goes out of bounds off of Middle.
Actually, a very good defensive play that time by Cameron Hamer.
Thweet to trigger the inbound. Got it to Caleb Fields. Holding against Baez. Back to White between the circles for Wildwood Catholic. Good crossover move. That's an offensive foul. That's a great play by Jalen Freeman, who stepped over as Jaleel White got caught in the air. He saw Freeman coming, passed the ball away, but Freeman was set. White barreled into him, and it's an offensive foul.
And again, that's good help side defense. That's the little things you continue to work on as a team. Forget what the score is. And as you said, Freeman did a great job defensively sliding over, and White picks up his third personal foul.
Oh, Jalen Freeman just got a foul called against him, and he was lucky he didn't get whistled for a technical foul. Or check that, it's called on Coley Holton. Freeman slammed the ball to the floor.
Actually, I think Holton, because Freeman gave it up, I think Holton slammed that ball to the floor too. And Holton picks up his first team foul.
High post entry pass to Thweet. Thweet trying to pull his way down the lane, and he lost the basketball, stolen away by Holton. Holton is fouled by Caleb Fields in the backcourt.
Caleb Fields picks up his team second here in the second half. Play a little sloppy to come out here in the first minute and 23 seconds. 6:37 to go, third quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top, 37-14.
Freeman left side, stops, pops from 15. That's no good. Rebound to Jaleel White. Whole dribble ahead for Wildwood Catholic. Lost the handle momentarily, is able to easily pick it back up. Brings the ball to the wing. Takes it to the foul line area, kicks to Caleb Fields. Shot is long. Rebound tipped out of there by Middle. Baez to the basket. His layup is good.
A.J. Baez did a good job, going after that loose, long rebound.
And we have another offensive foul, and Jalen Freeman took another one from Jaleel White.
And again, Freeman in good help side defense. And Jaleel White just totally out of control on that one.
Jacob Hopping comes into the game for...
Not to take anything away from Jalen Freeman's play, but White made that very easy. But Freeman did a great job of being there.
Hey, listen, you're losing a game 37-16, and you got the intestinal fortitude to stand in the lane and take a charge against a 6'5" kid. You got to give Freeman a lot of credit.
Yep, I agree.
Middle with the basketball here. And Cameron Hamer turns it over as he travels. And we're going to have a timeout called here by Wildwood Catholic. 5:43 to go, 37-16 here in the third quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. All right, check that. We will instead keep it here and tell you that high school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Township of Middle. They are proud to support their boys and girls basketball teams this season. If your child wants to get involved in athletics, the Middle Township Department of Recreation is a great place to start. Find the department on Facebook or online at middletownship.com. And Wildwood Catholic inbounding. ahead 37-16. Middle picking up full court here. And here's Taj Thweet with it. Got it back to Caleb Fields. He walks it up against Baez. And Baez nearly steals it. Fields steps in, fires a three. That's no good. Stolen away on the rebound was Hamer. Took it right out of the hands of Taj Thweet. Middle with the ball. Oh, great pass. Freeman lobbed it up for Holton, who kissed it off the glass and in. And now we're going to have a foul in the backcourt, excuse me, on Middle Township.
And they're going to get A.J. Baez. The junior is going to pick up his second, team's second.
Capozzoli gets it into Charles Fields.
Wildwood Catholic yet to score here in this third quarter.
Charles Fields really hounded, but gets to the rim. Shot is blocked. Capozzoli cleans it up, and the layup is good. He has 5 points, 39-18, Wildwood Catholic on top.
5 points to go along with 6 rebounds.
Hamer is fouled. That's going to go against Capozzoli. And possession along the baseline for Middle Township.
6'4" senior is whistled for his third personal, 4th team foul against the Crusaders.
Here's Baez in the backcourt for Middle Township. Wildwood Catholic in zone out of the inbound play. Left side, Holton. Holton lobs it across. Baez retrieves kind of a lazy pass there. Here's Selby into the lane. Great pass. The layup is good by Coley Holton. Now we have another timeout called by Middle Township. 4:23 to go in the third. Wildwood Catholic up 39-20. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 39-20. Wildwood Catholic on top of Middle Township here in the third quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Cooper Levinson Attorneys at Law. They're a proud supporter of the community and high school basketball. Cooper Levinson believes in client service, corporate responsibility, and dedication to the community. Wildwood Catholic with possession with 4:23 to go in the third, leading at 39-20.
That last timeout was actually called by Wildwood Catholic, Brian. So they have 2 timeouts left.
Charles Fields to the basket. Reverse layup is good. Boy, he turned on the Jets.
Absolutely, and again, good strong drive to the basket.
Here's a shot rejected by Thweet as Hamer went to the or Freeman went to the basket, and the rebound goes out of bounds and off of Middle Township.
Yeah, that time, Taj Thweet, he was going to have none of that. Hamer trying to drive that right baseline. Thweet picking up his 4th block shot.
It's Wildwood Catholic with possession. Charles Fields, a floater. Got it. Rattled it home. Boy, he's having a game tonight. He's got 14, and he's been a factor at both ends of the floor. Max Selby for Middle. Holding the dribble left side. Now it's Freeman between the 2 circles. Over to Holton. Holton in the corner. Selby tees up a 3. That's going to be way short, and the rebound will go out of bounds off of Middle.
Middle Township has not made a 3-point basket in tonight's game. They are 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
And here comes Caleb Fields. Behind the back dribble. Got all the way to the rim. Couldn't finish. But Taj Thweet cleans it up and lays it in, and he's got 9. 45-20, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Thweet's got 9 points to go along with 8 rebounds, Brian. So he's close to, he's approaching that double-double number.
Here's Hamer. And a bad pass, or actually Freeman wasn't ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. Romaine Rhett into the game for the first time for Middle Township.
And that's the 12th turnover against Middle Township.
Charles Fields, crossover into the lane. Finger roll is good. 16 points for Charles Fields. Freeman stops and pops. Oh, tough shot over the defense of Charles Fields, and that's Freeman's first field goal. 47-22, Wildwood Catholic on top. Bad pass by Capizzoli, stolen away by Freeman, and he is fouled by Charles Fields.
Charles Fields is going to pick up his second personal foul. 15th foul against Wildwood Catholic. Wildwood Catholic, when they were up momentarily, 47-20. That was their largest margin of the basketball game. Now up 25, 47-22.
Left side, Deshaun White. He just came back in for Middle Township. Right side to Selby. Selby trapped along the sideline, and he throws it off of Charles Fields and out of bounds.
2:02 to play here in the third quarter. It's Wildwood Catholic Crusaders 47, the Middle Township Panthers 22.
Freeman over to Rhett. Now it's Deshaun White. Or Lopez, excuse me. Here's Freeman for three. That's short. Rebound to Rossell. Rossell lobs it out to Hopping. Hopping pushing across the timeline. Jacob Hopping to the basket. No good, but a foul. And he'll get two shots.
Hopping did a good job pushing the ball down the right side. Came to a good jump stop, drew contact with Romaine Rhett. Rhett picks up his first, team's third here in the second half. And Hopping will go to the foul line for the first time tonight for two.
And the free throw is good. Brian Guzman into the game for the first time for Middle. 5'8" point guard. I'm actually being a little generous at 5'8", buddy.
I was going to just not say nothing.
Second free throw by Hopping was no good. The rebound comes down to Lopez. Lopez stripped. Here comes Charles Fields to the basket, and he slams it for two. Timeout, Middle Township. 50-22, Wildwood Catholic on top. 1:18 to go, third quarter. Back after this, 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Tremendous dunk by Charles Fields gives Wildwood Catholic a 50-22 lead here in the third quarter. And buddy, this one's for you right here. Thinking about how great it would be to finally get a boat this year? Go to Hereford Inlet Marina right here in Cape May County. Support the local economy by shopping local. Call Hereford Inlet Marina at 609-522-1770. I know you're in the market for a 48-footer, bud.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, I got a great story I'll share with you and our listeners. The time I took Rocco Sansone out on my boat. The king.
I'm sure this didn't end well. Middle with the ball, 50-22. They trail as Wildwood Catholic has more than doubled up on Middle Township. Lopez for Middle. Doubled. Got it over to Selby for 3. That's short. Rebound, Caleb Fields. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Caleb Fields holding the dribble against Rhett. Goes over to Hopping. Hopping hands off to Rossell. Rossell dribbling. Great backdoor pass to Charles Fields. The layup is good. Charles Fields with 20. And Middle leads by 30.
Wildwood Catholic.
Wildwood Catholic, you're right. Middle trails by 30. Guzman with it. Goes to Rhett. Here is Lopez. To Selby. Driving, dishing, good pass. And Coley Holton lays it in. Just before the buzzer. And at the end of 3, it is Wildwood Catholic 52, Middle Township 24. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Just 30, always 30 unless I say otherwise. Thanks. Thank you. Can't hear you. Start of the fourth quarter, 52-24, Wildwood Catholic on top of Middle. Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot in high school basketball on the coast. Brought to you by Radzetta Funeral Home. Takes pride in offering personalized service to each family. Radzetta Funeral Home on Hand Avenue in Cape May Courthouse. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball to start the fourth quarter, leading it 52-24. Jaleel White with it for Wildwood Catholic in the backcourt. Brings it up across the division line. Driving, kicking to Rossell. Now it's Caleb Fields. Fields takes it to the left wing. Stops, pops, 3-ball is short. Rebound kept alive by Carroll, but ripped out of there by Coley Holton. And now it's Romaine Rhett for Middle Township. Rhett gives it to Guzman. Between the circles, back to Rhett. Rhett in the post to Holton. Holton back to Selby. Selby steps back. 15-footer is good.
Nice little step back jump shot that time by Max Selby. Cuts Wildwood Catholic's lead in half, 52-26. Coming up on the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Jaleel White. Head and shoulders fake, got it to Rossell. Rossell kicks out to Caleb Fields. Got to the right elbow, his jumper goes off the iron, no good, comes right back to him. That one's short. Rebound to Guzman, and he lost it out of bounds over right in front of the Middle Township bench.
Middle Township doing a good job right now in collapsing defensively on Taj Thweet. Not allowing him to get any position down low. He's working hard to post up, but Middle's denying any entry pass down to him.
White spins, shoots, it's short. And now here comes Middle Township. Jalen Freeman passes in the corner to Lopez. Lopez for 3, short. Rebound taken by Thweet. White comes up across the division line. Jaleel White for Wildwood Catholic. Dribbles to the wing. Still holding the dribble. And a timeout is called by Wildwood Catholic. Dave DeWeese didn't like all that dribbling by Jaleel White, so he's going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here for this one. And as Wildwood Catholic leads it 52-26. Tell you about some of our other great sponsors. People who know quality know Osborne's. Osborne's Furniture and Bedding, located at 522 Stone Harbor Boulevard in Cape May Courthouse. All-state agent Joseph Campbell, a proud supporter of Cape May County sports. Visit him in Cape May Courthouse for any of your insurance needs today. And the North Wildwood Recreation Center. They are a proud sponsor of high school sports and would like to commend all of the fine young athletes in Cape May County for their hard work both on and off the court. Did you know that most kids pick up a ball for the first time in their local recreation centers? Buckets Basketball Clinic begins in January for kindergarten through second grade. For more info, call 522-2955. 52-26, Wildwood Catholic on top, 6:07 to go in the basketball game. And the Crusaders with the ball out of the timeout. White steps in, left elbow or right elbow. Now it's Caleb Fields. Stripped by Jalen Freeman. Got it back though as he dove on the floor. White to the basket, avoids the charge, but throws up a wild shot. And now we have a foul called. I don't know what that whistle was for, but they're going to give the ball to Middle Township.
I guess no harm, no foul. White ball.
Just get it in and go. It's 52-26. Middle with the ball trailing.
Be interesting to see how much longer Wildwood Catholic coach Dave DeWeese keeps his starters in. 4 of the 5 on the floor are the starters.
Jalen Freeman drives to the basket and scores for Middle Township. And it's now 52-28. Rossell kicks out to White. White holding now between the two circles. Kicks it across to Charles Fields. Oh, what a move by Charles Fields. The layup is good. Boy, he is quick.
Yeah, he is quick, and he is putting on an offensive display.
And other than the 3 he threw in at the end of the first quarter, ball was tipped out of bounds by Wildwood Catholic. Other than that, everything's been from right around the basket. Middle just can't keep him out of the lane.
He is 9 of 16 from inside the arc.
54-28 Wildwood Catholic.
And as you said, he's just had some unbelievable, strong, pretty moves finishing to the hole.
Lopez kicks out. Check that. Yeah, it was Lopez, and it's out of bounds off of
We're going to say it was
Middle
tipped.
Township. Or, excuse me, Wildwood Catholic. Middle will have the ball.
Tipped by the Crusaders.
Freeman having trouble getting it in. Lobs it out to Zen Tahira. Backdoor pass was kicked by Wildwood Catholic.
Jim's starting to see some people leave. Try and get out there and beat that mad traffic rush.
Freeman guarded by Charles Fields. Right side, stolen away by Caleb Fields. Got it center of the floor to Charles. Charles goes to Taj Sweet, and he slams for 2. Oh, man, did he elevate.
Wow, yes he did. He jumped over a Middle Township Panther as they were falling to the floor.
Freeman is fouled out on the perimeter by Wildwood Catholic, and that was kind of like the exclamation point to this basketball game as Wildwood Catholic is going to win it going away. That dunk by Taj Sweet is chasing many of the Middle Township faithful right on out of their own gym.
Yeah, that
They've
was
seen enough. Lopez for Middle Township. Into the lane, he is fouled. And it's the 16th foul, so that'll go.
And they're going to call that one on Matt Capozzoli. That's going to be his
Actually,
fourth.
the seventh team foul, so that's going to send Lopez to the line.
Seventh team foul, fourth personal on the 6'4" senior. 3:59 to go in this basketball game. Wildwood Catholic 56, Middle Township 29.
Lopez made the first. Wow, he airballed the second.
Now the first one he hit nothing but net, and the second one he hit nothing but air.
Middle showing some pressure. Blaine Rossell for Wildwood Catholic. Bounces it over to Charles Fields. He comes across the division line, gets a high screen from Taj Sweet. Got it to Caleb Fields. To Charles Fields, to Rossell in the corner. Back to Charles Fields, now it's Caleb. Caleb driving, layup, might have been blocked by Holton. He comes down with the rebound. Got it up to Lopez. Lopez to the basket, no good. Tipped up and in nicely by Coley Holton. He has 13 in the game, 8 in the second half. We have a traveling violation now on Wildwood Catholic.
.319 to play in this basketball game. 56-31, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Jumper is no good by Coley Holton. Here comes Charles Fields. Holding the dribble, making a Middle Township defender, Romaine Rhett, come out and guard him. Hopping on the wing, got it in the post to Thweet. Jump hook is short. Rebound battled for, and it's brought down by Rhett. Freeman to the basket, scooping layup, no good. Rebound brought down by Tahira. Ball's loose on the floor now. Hopping picks it up. It's tipped out of there. Rossell has it. Got it to Caleb Fields. Caleb Fields kicks to Hopping. Hopping for three. No good. That's,
wow.
That's a foul on Rossell.
That was easy.
Yeah, pushing the back on Rhett, and Rhett will walk down and shoot 2 free throws.
Blaine Rossell really just put, as you said, 2 hands in the back of Rhett and a huge push right in front of the official. Roussel's second, Wildwood Catholic's 9th. 2:31 to go in this basketball game, 56-31. Wildwood Catholic still with 3 of their 5 starters in the game.
Yeah, that's a little surprising at this point. Front end of the 1-and-1 by Rhett is good. So we'll get another. And the second free throw is no good. Rebound brought down by Charles Fields. And Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Here's McGonigal. Got it to Caleb Fields. Layup is good. He's in double figures now with 11. Here comes Freeman to the basket. Got it in a foul. Good move by Jalen Freeman. And he has a chance to get double figures if he can make this free throw.
And that foul is going to be on Jake McGonigal, his second, team's 20th, 20 team fouls. We were waiting, finally, 2:09 to go, and our boy, Frank, finally, we knew he wouldn't let us down.
Made the mistake Buddy was waiting for. Free throw was good. Here's Charles Fields to the basket. You have a double dribble called on Charles Fields.
20 team fouls. Does that mean you get 4 shots?
I don't know. Now the official is walking over. Is going to make. They get it back to 9, which is where.
No, it should be a 10.
Well,
I'm not letting him off the hook.
Speaking of letting off the hook, we have listeners out there waiting with bated breath on your boat story with the King. Here's Jalen Freeman. I mean, we've gotten tweets about it and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's a great story.
Hopping with a steal, and he is fouled by Deshaun Lopez. And that's only the 4th team foul on Middle, we think. You never know with what Frank has on the board over there. And Wildwood Catholic will inbound.
Second personal foul on Deshaun Lopez, the freshman.
Inbound pass, nice play by Holton to steal it. Got in front of Taj Sweet. Pass at half court, stolen by Charles Fields, and he is fouled. Wildwood Catholic will have it.
Romaine Rhett there on the foul after he turned the ball over. 1:45 to play, 58-34. Wildwood Catholic on top.
Charles Fields to inbound. Got it to Caleb Fields. Steps back, 17-footer, rattles in and out. Rebound McGonigal. Back to Charles Fields. Center of the floor, McGonigal. With a minute and a half to go. And Wildwood Catholic icing this one out here. Charles Fields goes to Hopping. Back to McGonigal. Hopping again. Back to McGonigal. And it's Hopping again as they play catch along the perimeter. Center of the floor. Into the paint goes Caleb Fields. He got it stripped. Romaine Rhett for Middle Township to the basket. The layup is good. Good move.
Yeah. Tough shot there by Rhett, and he got it to go down.
Here's Sweet to the basket, and he is fouled. And Thweet will get 2 shots.
That foul is going to be on Zen Tahira. His 3rd, team's 5th. No, excuse me, team's 6th. And as Brian said, Taz Thweet will go to the line to shoot 2.
Free throw is good.
Thweet's first trip to the foul line tonight.
Yeah, he's got 12 points. With Catholic now with 3 players in double figures. Second free throw is no good. Here's Guzman for Middle Township. Inside 40 seconds to go now, 59-37. Wildwood Catholic on top. Guzman holds. And goes back as Middle has it on the perimeter. Holton to the basket. Shot was blocked by Thweet. Pass to Hopping. Hopping lobs it up and Thweet slams for 2.
Wow, that was a contest. Caleb Fields wanted that lob.
61-37. And Wildwood Catholic wins it. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back and wrap it up right after this on 98.7 The Coast WCZT.